Well, hello and good morning. Welcome to Lori's Crafting Place.blogspot.com. I'm so sorry that I missed Wednesday's technique card class because I had some doctor appointments this week and I'm having surgery next week. So I'm just trying to get all these things lined up and out of the way so that I can focus on doing my cards. So anyways, I'm so glad you could join me today. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And we're going to be making today, because this is Fun Fold Friday, and so we're going to be making a it's a designer series paper Gatefold Fun Fold card. And so this is my template that I had. And you'll see on here that I have the measurements, and they will be listed down in the description box. But to make this card, you will need a back piece, which measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then you also will need your designer series paper or double-sided paper, whatever you want. Now mine will be white on the inside, so I won't have to put the matte. But this piece will measure 12 by 4. Okay, this big piece here will measure 12 by 4. And you're going to score it at 3/4, at 3 1/2, and at 8 3/4. And I have those all written on there. And so, like I said, this will be down in the description box. And then for the front, you need a piece of solid that is 4 1/4 by 3. And then a piece of cardstock or designer series paper. I'm going to use designer series paper that measures 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. And then I'm going to have a cake, which I'll show you right now. This was the card that I had made out of that. So I had black for my base, and then I had this designer series paper for the inside. Then I put a white matte, which we won't have to do that because the inside of my paper is white. And then it just folds over like this, and this one comes over. That's why it's called a gatefold. And then we have a little piece of black here with some designer series paper, and then our design. And so that's this. We're going to make this one today, but not with these colors. I'm going to use some different colors, but let me show you the stamp set I used. Happy Birthday to You. And it's an older stamp. And so this was the cake that I had stamped out. Okay, so I'm going to set that to the side here because we don't need that. And then also this one had come with some die, not come with, but you could order some dies. So I got the cake, that die that would cut out that cake. So anyway, this was a nice set in its day. So anyways, so the colors I'm going to be using is just from an old stamp pad or a paper pack pad that I had. And I thought it was really pretty. It's kind of sparkly, and I thought it would be good for a birthday card. And like I said, the inside is white. So we're going to score that. Remember, let's see. Remember I said we're going to score it at 3/4, 3 1/2, and 8 3/4. And I've already scored mine. I don't know if you can see the score marks, but there's one right here, and there's one right here, and then there's a little 3/4 one right here. And we're going to fold those in just a minute. This is my back piece that we're going to use, and it's just I think it's like papaya or something, but it was really pretty. And then I have an orangey piece. And then I have another piece of that designer series. And then I decided to cut my cake out on that papaya one, and then that'll go on here. That way we don't have to color anything. It's just cut out, where you can see on this one, I did a lot of coloring. So it's up to you. I mean, if you still want to color on this, you certainly can. I could still color and make my flowers one of these other colors that's in this paper and make it pop out. Okay, so let's get started here. So this will be just putting this card together. So I'm going to turn you down here so that you can see what we're doing. And I think that will be good. Yep, that will be good. So here's our piece of paper that's 12 by 4. And now we're going to fold on these lines. So we're going to fold this one in. I'll take my bone folder and crease that. We're going to fold this one over. This will make our gatefold. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece, this little 3/4 piece, inch one, and it's going to go back on itself. So we'll have white there, which is fine. On mine, I have this little star. I need to get you guys over this way more. Little star, which is because it's folded back on itself. Okay, so we've got this all folded, our gatefold. So it opens. I don't know why. There. My camera is so far off. I don't know what happened here. Okay, so we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to attach this piece. I just love this paper. I could fold it the other way so that we have this on the inside, which, let me see how I like that. So then I would have the white, and I would have the white, and then I would have this little piece right here that would come back, and I might like that better. I don't know, let's see. And that way when we open this, we have those colors. I think I like that better. I think we're going to do that. Okay? So I just changed my paper. I just decided to put the white on the outside so that when I open it, then I've got this colored on the inside, which I like that. Okay, so now we'll take our glue and put our glue on here. So sometimes I just change my mind. I decide, oh, I like something better. And so that's what I did. And we'll just see. I think it'll still make a pretty card. So we're going to line this up, making sure we have a border all the way around it. That's kind of even. There. And then I'll open this up and smush this down. That way we get the full designer paper, because it's just too pretty to have it on the back. And then we can take this little white piece that I had already cut out, and this little white piece measures 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so this is 3 3/4 by 5, and we're going to take and put some glue on this. And I guess it's still going to get covered up a little bit, but at least we'll have some of it on around the outside, and we still have these little side panels that I think will be nice. Okay, I'm going to smush this one down here, and then you can stamp your sentiment, whatever you want to say on there. And I think what I'm going to say on here is, let me get this over here. And I want this block, so let me put my cake back on here, and we'll take this happy birthday and stick it on there. So I'm going to use the, let me make sure I get it stuck on here. We're going to use the happy birthday, and I'm just going to do it in, let me think here. I think I'm going to use, well, I want my orange, because where is my orange? Here it is. I'm going to use pumpkin pie. I'm going to use the pumpkin pie because I want to pull out some more of that orange. And I'm going to ink this all up. And then we'll open this up and we'll stamp happy birthday. Right there. Okay. I like that. So now we've got happy birthday on the inside. Okay. Let me close up my ink. Stick it back on the thing. Okay. Now what we want to do is we're going to take this orange piece and we're going to attach this smaller piece here. So I think gatefolds are fun. They really are fun folds to make on cards. So I'll use this one here. Okay, now when we put this down, we only want to, we do want to, it's supposed to go this way. Okay, so I made my first mistake. Okay, so we're going to have to cover that up. And I will do that in a moment and show you what I'm going to do to cover that because this needs to be on the right side. So remember, it needs to be on the right side. Okay, so don't do what I did again with my mistake because we want to put some glue on this and keep that down. That's what kind of made me go, uh-oh, I did this one wrong, because I want that on this side so that when we open it, it's on the right, or yeah, on the right side. Okay, so let me get the rest of the card together and then we will, so this is going to go like this. Okay, it's going to go over this one. Because we want glue now just on half of this. So I'm going to put glue just on like, not even half. Probably about, what is that? About 1.5 inches. So I'm going to put that over here like this. I kind of want to make this so that it, we have a little bit there. Making sure that it's even, and then we'll kind of smash that down so that when we open this, we have that. Okay. Alrighty, and then let's come back to here and we will fix that. And I have a piece of white, and I think that that will be the right size. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take this again. We're going to stamp it in the orange. This is how you can fix a blunder. Okay, so I'm going to take and ink this up again. And then I'm going to stamp this on here. Okay, that looks fine. Then I'm going to do some fussy cutting. And I will show you what we're going to do with this. And I want to make sure that I leave enough so that it hides my mistake. I'm going to cut that off right there because that's bugging me. Okay, I'm kind of go around like that. And come in and go over and go over. And I think my husband's coming this direction, so if he comes in, don't worry about it. Oh. Okay, so I'm just fussy cutting around this and I will show you exactly what it's going to look like. Okay, so it looks like that. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm not popping this up because I don't want people to know that I did that. So I'm going to put glue on here. And I hope this is going to hide it. So, because I have it the wrong way, but you know what? Let me see here what I could do. I could have made it a little bigger, but I got another idea. If I, I do have another idea. I'm going to put that on there, and then I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut this right about here. And we will see what we're going to do here. Because it didn't cover it up all the way, I'm going to take and just put it on a bigger piece. Okay, so that it's like that. And I don't have a problem with that. And if you wanted to put it on an orange piece of paper, you could do that. And then we're just going to burnish this down so that now when we open our card, it'll still say happy birthday, but it'll be the right direction, and we kind of just layered it. And that's okay, because you could even add some sparkles and things on here. Okay, let's see. Let's get some of these out of here. And I think that will work on here. Let's take a couple of these. And let's put some on here. And even a little tiny, oops, it didn't come off on my finger nail. A little tiny one. And so that's what we did. And now we'll finish the card by adding our cake. And on this cake, I am going to pop this up. I get to try my new ones that I got from Temu, these dimensionals. And I think these come in the hexagon, and they come in, I guess they're all hexagon ones. So, I think maybe you can see those, I'm not sure. So anyways, let's take some, and these are really little, which will be nice. And let's see, let's get out just several of these. And I'll put one in the middle, and I think I might even put one right there. Okay, that's probably enough. Now I just went and stuck a whole bunch of those little ones all over it. Then I'll peel off their backing. Hopefully, yep. Sometimes you can't tell if they're off or not. Get on there, you. Okay. Make sure they're stuck on there. Okay, I think I got them all off of there. Yep, there's that other one that I lost. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this on here. Kind of looks like it's a little crooked. Oh, it's already stuck. Those are good ones. They're really stuck. So there's our card. and open it up. Okay, so I do hope that you will give this one a try. And I'm so sorry that I messed up again because I just wasn't paying attention to which side that needed to be on. But I think the card turned out cute, even though we turned the paper the other way so that we could open it and have some of that color. And then you have this as the back of your card. So I think it's great. And then you can still write a little message on the inside. So until next time, which will probably be in about a half an hour, because I forgot Wednesday's technique. So now I'm going to do a technique one. And next week, I probably won't be making any videos because, like I said, I do have a surgery appointment. So I will be back in 2 weeks, which should be the first week of November already. So thank you. I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you watching my channel, and also just subscribing and just being here. So thank you. And until next time, happy creating. Bye-bye.